Hey mom and dad, so I wanted to make this video specifically for you. I wanted to tell you some of the things that I've been working on the vision that I feel like for Yahweh Everywhere. YE stands for Yahweh Everywhere. There is a lot of potential for online ministry. However, I want to continue doing online ministry and grow to channels like Alan Parr or there's other great YouTube channels that have a good amount of following. And so that's what we were thinking of doing is starting or continuing our online ministry and growing it. But I also feel that there is a good need for a local presence as well. I've always had my dream of opening a retail space, and I want to do a church that you can sort of see a picture right here of, there's Motion Church that is in a retail location, but they have a church there right up the street off of 176 over by the Walmart. There's a church called Motion Church. And I was thinking of doing a retail location that is a church, but also a retail store. So what are the estimated costs? So I need about $50,000 to open a retail store. Now I have all of the clothing and things on my website that I've already created because I use what a service is called drop shipping. So basically you create designs on their website and a person is able to buy it and it's print on demand, meaning that they don't make the product until they get a sale. And so I have most of the clothing that I would put in. I have the concept of the cafe, and I'm going to be going through, I don't have it right here, but there's a book that I'm following called How to Start a Business for Dummies, basically. And I'm listening to that whole book on audio, but also, I did have an opportunity to go to charter college recently, but I just felt like I need to get more into, I'm at the point in my life where I still want to finish college, but I think I'm in the stage where I'm gathering as much knowledge as I can through online classes, through individual reading, in order to gain the knowledge that I can to open a retail store/church. So we wanted to start small. Most places are renting from $1,500 a month to $3,000 a month. We visited a few retail locations where we could have a church and a retail store/cafe. Why the retail store? Well, one, that's been part of my dream, but two, I feel like I'm transitioning my secular dreams over to living for Jesus. And so also, I feel like the church is in need of a location where Christians can meet throughout the week. It's not just we have fellowship on Sunday morning and then we all go home. If there is a cafe that is Christian centered, now we can do that at Starbucks. We can meet at Starbucks location, that's fine. But I found places like Lifeway Books, that was a great place to go. But what if we could have a location where you can buy books, but you can also sit down like Starbucks and meet with people. And I was wanting to make this a part of the church. So opening our doors. If you go on my website, washi.com, you will see, different ideas of how I want to bring YE into the world where I'm only wanting to, tackle Washington, guys. But I would like to franchise my company out if the future holds that. But, I see a space for Christian business. And in the technology sector, in the every sector. I said on my website, yecompany.com, that we're a jack of all trades. I want to share the gospel through business and through ministry. And I thought one of the ways to do that is offer a church that is open 7 days a week or 6 days a week. We can be closed on Sundays, but open for church on Sundays. But, a place and a location where, both young and old, Christians can go and say, hey, you want to go to that cafe and grab a bite to eat? Shadrika is interested in having a bakery and having her own restaurant if time permits. But instead of all those big dreams, we have a desire to be like the Christian entrepreneurs, Chip and Joanna Gaines. That would be our ultimate dream for here in Seattle. Now, obviously, it would be great to stay here in Washington. I think I'm already here, so I've seen, been through different churches, and I've seen what is offered here, and I think that there is a market for a church location that you can come for church and hear a good message, but also I think we need places like a Starbucks where you can go and hang out, or a clothing store where you can get Christian clothing, or a bookstore where you can buy Christian books. And that's what I want to do, and not a huge retail space. I think we can make this work in a small retail space. And that's my goal. And I'm gaining knowledge over I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist to necessarily start and open a retail space. But I think it takes, the wisdom of God to really manage a church. And so we wanted to start small and grow from there. Now, I don't know of any churches that are open 7 days a week. We wanted to have a prayer ministry, and this is all on top of our online ministry. So I want to be offering classes. I have books for sale, but I do feel like I need I'm at that place, even just for my online ministry, where I could use a financial investment to go professional with all that I'm offering. Now, right now, I have a class that someone can buy, that it's about an hour-long class on heaven on my website. I have a place where people can become a member and monthly contribute to my website, where they can get free content, free new exclusive designs on clothing, and exclusive books written just for members. I have about a lot of books written, but I feel like I need to take these things to a professional level. That's why I'm reaching out to freelancers and using whatever money that I do have in order to, preach the gospel and send the gospel out through places that cannot normally be reached. Because we have the internet, those places can be reached. And so I know right now may not be the time for you and dad, or you and mom, but I want you to consider possibly being the backers to get our first retail church location going. Now, here's a picture of what I think our church can grow to, but I want us to create this small concept in a retail location. And why I think the doors will be open is because if we are offering more than just a Sunday morning worship or a Wednesday night Bible study, but really offering a community and a lifestyle change for the Christians that are here in this area, and for non-believers that want to know more about Christian faith and want to know more about Jesus and the Bible. I want to sell Bibles. Right now we in our ministry give away free Bibles, but I would like to offer a whole spectrum of products and services all through the name Yahweh Everywhere, YE. And again, we want to tackle the Seattle location, as God gives us time, as we have not reached the time of the rapture yet, and we still have another day. I want to be busy doing the work of the Lord, and also I want to provide for my family. And I believe entrepreneurship is a route of financial freedom if someone just sticks to it. So, Mom and Dad, I made this video just for you guys to think about possibly making a serious investment in my company. I am an LLC, and yes, I may be new, and I'm 32, and I have so much to learn, but I do feel like I can be successful through the power of God and through faith in Jesus Christ. I can overcome this world. And so, thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.